Here we go. That's Sharkie
We were,
Zartman. This is amazing. She's fantastic. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you, Paul?
I'm good. Win at Aging, How to Stay Fit, Free, and Love Your Retirement. Sharkie wrote this book, as she's written many a book. And today we're going to learn a little bit about holistic training principles, something, especially during the COVID time. I mean, the power of nutrition. No, I think we'll be able to get all of it, building your successful aging team, the athletic minds, how to beat aging, take good care of your brain, your ultimate game plan. Oh, you really should make a plan. And no longer option, how to stay in the game, the power of rap, resilience, authenticity, and purpose. Wow. There's a lot in this book. Congratulations to you and to us to get the chance to read this book. So what do you mean, make a game, a plan out the rest of my life?
You know what? I think it's really important for us just to put ourselves first as we get older and our health and wellness, because most of the time, I don't know about you, but I have always wanted to take care of my family, do my job to the best. And a lot of times along that way, I was kind of last on my list. And so I think as we get older, we need to push ourselves up to being first on the list. And we need to take control of our health and our life because, basically we want to enjoy our life to the fullest all the way to the end. That's my goal.
Because if you take care of your life, I know I'm dealing with a little this, a little that, and if I deal with those things, because I'm a real kvetch if I don't feel so good. My daughter, I feel like I torture the poor kid. She's my carekeeper, I call her, and if I'm falling apart, they're all on me about weight loss, and I go up and down, up and down. It's very important because, and it's almost, I'm realizing it more, it's almost selfish not to be as healthy you can be so others don't have to worry about you or possibly even help take care of you. What do you think?
Exactly. And I think it's important for us to know that we can control a lot because as we get older, it seems like, oh gosh, I'm at this age, this is the way it's supposed to be. And you know what? For some people it is because they're not going to fight it. But other people won't stand up for it. And that's the people I'm talking to, the people who say, I want a better life at any stage of my life, and I'm willing to do something about it. And so that's what Win at Aging is all about. It takes effort, but we can all do this because there's so much more that we can control than what we can't. And aging is an individualized process. We all don't do it at the same or have the same issues. And so don't you know people in their 70s and 80s and 90s that are just vibrant? My dad is 96 and he acts like he's in his 50s. He's just so in love with life. And his saying is, every day above the ground can be a good day. Don't waste it. So there you go.
I love it. I love it. So within the book, what are some of the concepts that you do share with us?
Right, right. The book basically takes a athletic approach because I have been an athlete and a coach all my life, and I've been a teacher. And so when I started to think about writing this book, I thought, this is really needed because there's so much. I've spent my whole life trying to empower my athletes and my students. And I'm sitting there going, there's a whole population that needs this information. And because I really want people to not use age as a reason not to live their life to the fullest. I see people sometimes going, they hit a milestone, like it's as early as 40 now. At 40, I'm so depressed because I'm 40. Are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. Age is a number. And I see a lot of my students, believe it or not, that are young who are just worn out. they don't have any energy. They're just grumpy. And I'm sitting there going, what's wrong with you people? And I see people like my dad who are vibrant and healthy and loving life. And I think those are the kinds of people we want to be as we age, because guess what, Paul? We're the lucky ones. We're the lucky ones who get to live longer. We really are.
Yeah, I agree.
Because look at all the people that didn't make it this far. I have some friends who passed a long, haven't passed yet, but who never got to meet their grandchildren. They never got to go to places they were planning on going to. And so I think we're lucky. We're the lucky ones. We've been given the gift of time.
I agree. I agree. Well, you know, and I'll say it just because you say it, and I'll say it. I'm 71. You're 72. You look like you're 50, and so you're doing something right. And that's
years.
And that's really good. You got such a good sense of humor. Where does sense of humor fit into our retirement life or our aging process? Where do you think that fits in?
The aging process, like I said, it's individualized. So we don't all age at the same rate, and we don't all have the same issue. What we do all have in common is that we are more at risk for chronic diseases such as heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, different types of cancer, also Alzheimer's. And now with COVID, obviously we are the high risk population, especially if we have underlying conditions. And so I think now more than ever is a time for us to step up and take charge of our health and our life, because our doctors can only do so much. Our doctors are trained to figure out what medications we need or what surgeries we need. They're not in charge of our lifestyles, and our lifestyles basically is our business. That's what we can do to help us get through the aging process and live a productive, joyful life at any age. And so it's our lifestyle choices. It's things like what we eat, whether or not we exercise. It's the people we hang out with. It's our attitudes that we carry with us every day. Those are within our power. And so we can change that at any time. Doesn't matter how far along the path you are, we always have control over those things.
Okay. All right. You know, we thank you so much for doing this another interview. We had some technical problems with the sound. Wasn't perfect here, but everything I hear you said so much good information and so powerful. You're such a powerful person in the upper, a real wonderful. So I want to ask you, because we're involved with peace and the world peace, and I'd like to ask you, Sharkie Zartman, what does peace mean for you?
Peace means comfortable within your own skin. I really do believe that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And if you look at it like that, we can do anything. And when I tell my students that, they go, whoa, they think that's really cool. And I think that being at peace is knowing yourself better than anybody else, not being influenced by what people think about you, and being comfortable in your skin, and just finding a path, using your empowerment to live your life to the fullest, and also help other people. I think we're here, part of our purpose is to help other people. And so what we can do is develop our passions, and we've all got gifts that we came into the world with, develop our passions and gifts to help other people. And you know what? A lot of times we don't get to do that until the end of our lives, because we're so busy trying to make ends meet. We're so busy trying to take care of our families, that now is the time where we can finally say, what do I want? What do I love to do? And a lot of times we have the time to do that. And so I really want to flip the switch on aging, because I think we have a really negative paradigm in our society as an inevitable period of decline and disability. And it's whenever I look up aging, everything is always so negative. And I want to flip that and say, yeah, aging's a challenge. I know it's not something to dismiss, but it's also an opportunity for us to finally do what it is we really want to do. And it's also, like I said, a privilege. Look at all the people that didn't make it. We're the lucky ones, Paul.
I know. I say that all the time. You get no argument with me. I'm a lucky ducky guy, no doubt about it. You know what, Sharkie, you're so wise, and you have so much to share, and you are doing, as a spiritual minister, interfaith, all faith, the Reverend Paul Slack. You are the spirituality of our success as human beings, and continue sharing, because you have so much to give, and you're so knowledgeable on life, and it's a beautiful thing. Thank you so much for sharing good news with us, and I look forward to meeting you and continuing our newfound relationship here. Thank you very much.
Okay, sounds good, Paul. Thanks. Enjoyed it.
All righty, you take care. Thanks.